India and Pakistan. Two nuclear-armed neighbors with centuries of mutual hatred, shared border, and a long-standing agreement to never shut the fuck up. Welcome to the latest installment of Will They Nuke Each Other? This time brought to you by Marco Rubio, whose job now includes babysitting two countries who both think that they're the fucking reasonable one. Newsflash, they both suck. And as usual, the US is urging both sides to de-escalate and work together, which is adorable. It's like telling two angry, messed up raccoons fighting over a cheeseburger to try couples therapy.
No, don't start with the family stuff. Like, your family's so perfect, your brother's a pervert.
Don't talk to me about the sexual habits of family members. What about your sister?
My sister's been through a lot.
Of dick.
So what sparked the latest round of screeching? I'm glad you asked. The current issue kicked off in Indian-controlled Kashmir, where an April 22nd attack left 26 people dead. India immediately blamed Pakistan, because of course they did. Pakistan denied involvement, because of course they did, and other countries butt their noses in, because of course they did. Now, quick reminder, Kashmir's been a disputed hellhole since 1947, split, stabbed, and suffocating between two countries that both want custody but refuse to pay child support, and both of them are on copious amounts of drugs.
Where's my cat?
I killed your cat, you druggy.
God, why?
I felt it would bring closure to our relationship.
And as is tradition, both countries did what they always do when shit hits the fan. India shut down Pakistani visas and kicked folks out. Pakistan said, "You want to play that fucking game?" and banned Indian planes from flying overhead. And then India clapped back by banning Pakistani planes, which means congratulations, you now escalated to mutually assured airspace denial. It's a healthy, stable place to be in the world. By the way, both of these places claim to be like superpowers on par with the West, which is really fucking funny. It's always worth a chuckle. Speaking of the West, that means it is time for the US to pop in. So US Secretary of State Marco Rubio called both countries. To India, he said, "We support your fight against terror." To Pakistan, he said, "Please cooperate with the investigation." To himself, he said, "Jesus fucking Christ, I should have stayed in Florida." Probably. Allegedly. I could say that as long as I say allegedly, right? Now, Pakistan says they've got credible intelligence that India is about to launch a strike in the next 24 to 36 hours, which is kind of funny considering they can't even launch a fucking working economy. Now, both sides are lobbing bullets across the border, and the poor fucks living in Kashmir are just praying that the Wi-Fi holds out long enough to Google how to survive nuclear war. At this rate, the next Fallout game is going to be set in the Himalayas, and it's going to be non-fiction. Of course, nuclear cock comparisons in South Asia don't just stay in South Asia. No, of course, it spills over like radioactive curry, and the Brits are scrambling to make sure it doesn't fuck up their country. Fuck up their country more. Britain officially called for calm between the Indian and Pakistani communities in Britain. Not the governments that are fighting, or the countries, the citizens of Birmingham, which I guess actually makes sense, because at this point, a war between India and Pakistan basically means civil war in the Shire. Which side the hobbits are on, I'm not really sure. But if this turns into an actual war, half of Britain's future MPs, Uber drivers, NHS staff are about to get drafted. And let's be honest, the other half will be too busy stabbing people to notice. And look, I get it. War is hell. But let's not ignore the silver lining here. If India and Pakistan actually do start nuking each other, I might finally stop getting scam calls from Steven telling me my Google business listing hasn't been verified yet. Yes, it is, Steven. It was verified the day I made it, Steven. Google even says you are full of shit, Steven. There are articles about your scam, Steven.
ma'am. So first of all, I want you to go ahead and ma'am, this call is in regards to your computer. As I already told you that the IP address of your computer has been compromised with some foreign IP addresses.
Yes, that's what we were talking about.
And ma'am, due to that, whatever data do you have in your computer is totally hacked by the hackers, and they are downloading lots of unwanted errors and the warning reports and the viruses in your computer.
Wait, was
So
I
that is the
talking to you
reason-
last night?
Yes, ma'am, yes. So
Okay.
ma'am, first of all, as I want you to go ahead and be in front of your computer for a moment.
Maybe nuclear war does solve some problems. Just saying. India also suspended a decades-old water treaty, which is an extremely chill way of saying we're going to literally weaponize rivers now. Pakistan cried foul, saying that the Indus Waters Treaty doesn't allow unilateral withdrawal, to which India said, yeah, fuck it, sue us after the radiation clears. Let's be clear, by the way, India's rivers were weaponized long ago with all of the human shit and garbage in them. You know, it's really funny how like both sides accuse the other of terrorism and aggression and warmongering, yet they each claim that they're morally superior. It's like watching two arsonists argue over whose fire was more ethical. Now, don't worry, the UN has stepped in, which we all know means absolutely fucking nothing. The UN Secretary General called both sides and asked them not to destroy each other. That's it. Just a friendly call. No consequences, no sanctions, just, hey guys, maybe not turn Asia into a crater. But I mean, come on, it is the UN. What the fuck are they gonna do? Write a letter? The UN's like a kid with palsy that tries to get between two like large dudes that are fighting, but in this case, they're Indian and Pakistani, so they're not really that large. It's fucking hilarious. So let's recap. India wants revenge. Pakistan wants plausible deniability. The United States wants to maintain control over both, like a divorced dad trying to keep peace on fucking Christmas. And Britain is just hoping that their next prime minister doesn't have to come from the fallout zone, or is at least not completely irradiated. And me? I still just want to know if like nukes actually do cause anime. No, just saying. So yeah, everyone's just pointing fingers, tensions are high, and the next border skirmish could go way past a diplomatic oopsie. So here's to hoping they figure it out, or at the very least, my phone stays quiet for once. And if it doesn't, I guess I gotta see more of whatever the fuck this is. Is this Steven? Is this the fucking moron calling me? The fuck are you doing, dude? I could hold mine with one hand.